Welcome back to the channel. In our last episode, we explored the terrifying story of the Zodiac Killer. Tonight, we're moving into one of the most baffling and unsettling mysteries of the 21st century, a case that went viral worldwide, blending true crime, mental health struggles, and eerie supernatural theories. This is the story of Elisa Lam and the dark history of the Cecil Hotel. Los Angeles, California. Downtown. In the heart of the city stands the Cecil Hotel, a 19-story building with a glamorous beginning in the 1920s, but a reputation that grew darker with each decade. Suicides, murders, and even serial killers like Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, once lived here. Locals called it cursed, and its hallways carried whispers of tragedy. By 2013, the Cecil was a budget hotel catering to travelers and long-term residents. And that's when Elisa Lam, a 21-year-old student from Vancouver, checked in. Elisa was bright, curious, and loved sharing her thoughts online. She often blogged about books, life, and her struggles with bipolar disorder. In January 2013, she traveled alone to Los Angeles, hoping to explore the city and escape her comfort zone. But what began as an adventure soon spiraled into a chilling mystery. On January 31st, Elisa vanished. She had been in daily contact with her parents, but suddenly, no calls, no messages. The police launched a search. Flyers were posted. Detectives searched the hotel. But Elisa was nowhere to be found. Then, 2 weeks later, the LAPD released a piece of evidence that shocked the world. The security footage from an elevator inside the Cecil Hotel. Elisa steps in, wearing a red hoodie. She presses several buttons. But then, something strange happens. She peeks out of the elevator as if someone's following her. She jumps back in, hides in the corner, then steps out again, moving her hands in bizarre, almost ritualistic motions. The elevator doors remain open, unnaturally long. The video ends without explanation. When the footage was released online, it spread like wildfire. On February 19th, hotel guests began complaining about low water pressure, strange tastes, and discolored water from the taps. Maintenance workers went to check the rooftop water tanks. Inside one of them, they found Elisa's body, naked, her clothes floating nearby. The tank had a heavy lid, accessible only through a locked door and an alarmed rooftop. The question everyone asked was simple: how did she get there? Theories exploded across the internet. Foul play. Some believed Elisa was murdered and placed in the tank, but no evidence of assault was found. Paranormal. Others pointed to the Cecil's haunted history, convinced she was influenced by something sinister. Mental health. The coroner eventually ruled her death an accidental drowning, complicated by her bipolar disorder and prescribed medications. But many argued this explanation left too many questions unanswered. How did she access the locked rooftop? Why did the elevator act strangely? The case only grew stranger with eerie coincidences. In 2005, a horror film called Dark Water featured a girl who drowns in a rooftop water tank in a haunted apartment building. The similarities were chilling. Around the same time as Elisa's death, there was a tuberculosis outbreak in Skid Row near the hotel. The test used to diagnose the disease? Shockingly, it was called the LAMELISA test. Coincidence? Or something deeper? To this day, Elisa Lam's death remains one of the internet's most debated mysteries. Was it a tragic accident caused by mental illness? Or was she a victim of foul play, hidden by the shadows of the Cecil Hotel? Her story became the subject of documentaries, endless Reddit threads, and YouTube investigations. But no matter how many theories we explore, the truth may never fully be known. The Elisa Lam case reminds us how fragile the line is between reality and mystery, and how a single story can capture the imagination of the entire world. But our journey doesn't stop here. In the next episode of our series, we'll explore another terrifying enigma: the Dyatlov Pass incident. 9 hikers found dead under bizarre circumstances in the snowy Ural Mountains of Russia. Was it an avalanche, a military experiment, or something not of this world?